to Shabuzit. This is your boy Kabavovo, aka Vaveliche, the big G at Kupela. Some call me their lover, some call me their crush, some call me their husband, some call me their friend, some call me their brother, some call me their mentor. Like I always say, whatever it is that you call me, I am indeed in your space this morning. It is the Sunday morning. It is the 29th of November 2020. It is the very, very last Sunday of November. In 2 days' time from now, it will be December. It's like a really good December, boss. So the city with December, boss. I hope you're good wherever you are and you are blessed. It is the Sunday morning. This is Ivova Talk. You are tuned in into Kabavovo YouTube channel. Welcome to you. Your time is very important to me and to us in this show. We do value you and we do salute you and we do respect you. I hope you're having a glass of juice and water, whatever that it is that you're having this morning, because it's a bit hot and it's getting warmer and warmer, as indeed ukhisimusi ususondele, uncibijane ususondele, sizodla into ezimnandi, kuzoba mnandi, sizojabula, abanye bathola ama-bonus. Hey, by the way, it was a Black Friday this past Friday. I hope awuqedanga yonke imali. There's still something left for Christmas, because and for January for that matter, because schools are opening in January and life is carrying on. So hey, I'm not. This is not a financial advice show, but this is a motivation show. I was just passing on that be easy on that wallet and take it easy and make sure that you don't finish that money, because the month is still long and December is coming. Like we always do every morning on a Sunday morning when I come into your space, before we introduce our topic, we read the verse to set up the mood and to make sure that what we're talking about, it is founded in the right direction. So our verse this morning that we're reading before I introduce our topic this morning, it is found in the book of Corinthians, the First Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 58, and it reads as follows. Therefore, when they say therefore, you must be ready, you must get excited, because izanamandla lendezana. Therefore, my beloved brothers, be steadfast, immovable. Please underline the word immovable, because you'll understand why as we go on with the show. And as I introduce my topic, you'll understand why. Please underline that word immovable. Therefore, my beloved brothers, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in work of the Lord, knowing that in the Lord your labor, it is not in vain. This is your boy Kabavovo, aka Vaveliche, the big G at Kupela. It is the Sunday morning, 29th of November 2020, the very last Sunday of November. We are approaching the very last month of the year. It's been a tough year. COVID showed us flames. But hey, if you know who you are and you know what you for, and you for greatness, because remember, this show is all about greatness. You've survived and you stay strong, because you are strong. Believe in yourself. Like I always say, that I believe in you. Believe in yourself and be strong. We're gonna introduce our topic in a moment, and please do not change the channel. Do not go anywhere. This is Ivova Talk. This is Kabavovo YouTube channel. I'll be right back. Happy Sunday. Good morning to you. This is your boy Kabavovo, aka Ivavelihle, the big G at Gubela, Sanbonani, Dumelang, Molweni, Nda Riatamisha. A very good morning to you. Welcome to the show, Ivovo Talk. This is Kabavovo YouTube channel. I welcome you this morning. If you just tune in, we just read the verse and that founded our show this morning. That was found in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 58. Now is the time for us to introduce our topic that we're talking about this morning. But before I do that, like I always say, that the shows that I do, or the topics actually that I talk about on this show, Eve of the Talk, it is the practical topics. It's no wonders, it's no magic. It's simple practical topics that happen in day-to-day lives, in our lives, and that contributes to greatness, that I as Ukabavovo feel very strong about them, that they add value into greatness. What I've been noticing is that as you're working towards greatness, remember, the greatness is about you. This whole thing that we're doing here, it's about you. Obviously, as you grow in your greatness, as you reach a point where you have achieved or when you've grown, you impact other people's lives, you change other people's lives, but everything begins with you. But here's the thing that affects me or disturb me. It's when people changes characters or changes their behavior or how they are when they have achieved the greatness, or when they are in their path of greatness. It is important for you to remain the same. It is important for you to know who you are. It is important for you to maintain your core. Don't allow poverty, don't allow success, don't allow things, and don't allow people to change you. If you are for greatness, it is important for you to stand on your ground, to know what is your ground. If somebody would ask me, Kabavovo, what do you think about men abusing women? It shouldn't matter what season it is, who did it, how it happened, and all those things. My response should be the same in everything. By the way, talking about that, in a couple of days we'll be going through those couple of days where we'll be fighting against women and child abuse and all those things, and celebrating the HIV and AIDS Day and all those things. So do look out for that. As Kabavovo YouTube channel, as Ivovo Talk, we will be we will be doing some bit of shows and things there and there to contribute our part there and to play our part when it comes to those days. But here we are. Here's the topic of this morning, what we're talking about this morning. This morning being the 29th of November 2020, the very last Sunday of November. We're talking on this show, Ivovo Talk, we're talking about value for purpose. Usually you hear the statement that says value for money, but here this morning we're talking about value for purpose. Remember, greatness is all about your purpose. Greatness is all about fulfilling your purpose that God have designed within you. The greatness and the deeper plans and the greater plans that God have given you. It could be in business, it could be serving in a certain company, it could be being a designer, it could be being an artist, it could be in so many things that your greatness is in. But the value in it is very, very important. You growing and maintaining this greatness and making sure that you get to greatness, it is very important to stay valuable and to understand your value and to make sure that you do not change, and to make sure that who you are, you know who you are, and the value of you and the greatness and the value of greatness, you respect that, and you stay the same, and you stay the core. Because here's the thing, greatness should be also inspiring or aspiring. So people that are looking at you should be saying, wow, this guy is great. What this guy is doing is great. I wish to grow and be like him or be like her one day. But now, when your attitude and when your behavior and when your things that you do changes now and again, because of now you've achieved certain things. I, as Ukaba Vovo, in my poverty, in my success, in my wealthy life, in my rich life, I should remain the same. That is value. That is your special value as a person. That is your special value in your purpose. Do not allow things to change you. It doesn't matter what is happening. It doesn't matter what is the circumstance. It doesn't matter how the situation is. Because you cannot, I bet you can study the people that have made it in life, that are great. You will see no one of them it's like today his belief or his stand on this is that, tomorrow is that. Basically your stand depends on who says what and who does what. Even if it's the king or whoever, or it's the president, whoever is saying whatever, but if you feel negative about that thing, it should still stay the same. It shouldn't change. Because now, if you keep changing things like that, number one, it means that you're not true to yourself. Number two, it means that you do not know who you are. And number three, it means you do not know what you stand for. And number four, it means you do not know your belief, what you believe in. Therefore, how does greatness come into place in your life? And then what picture of greatness are you going to paint? Are you going to create or build? Remember, there is a real thing and there's a fake thing. There's a look-alike thing, do you understand? And there's a real thing. So if you're going to lose your core self and you're not going to stand your ground and believe and do not allow situations and things and success and money and all those things change you, you're gonna grow into greatness. But if you're gonna allow these things to change you and all those things, you're gonna create and paint a picture of greatness that looks like greatness, but that's not the real greatness. This is your boy Kawavovo, aka Ivo Velishe, the Big G at Kubela. It is the Sunday morning. Welcome to you. It is the 29th of November 2020. This is your show, Ivo Talk, the show where we talk about everything that matters in life and we leave nothing unattended. As this morning we're talking about value for purpose. That is what we're talking about this morning. I'm gonna mention a couple of things few points. It's not a lot, and we're gonna get close to wrapping up the show. But before I mention those points, there is a lady, a very good friend of mine, and she's like a sister to me. I've known her from where she was still struggling in life, and I saw her grow. I saw her achieving. But one thing that I liked about her, in her journey of greatness, and in her getting closer and closer and going higher and higher in her greatness, she remained humbled, and she stays the same. She never changed, and hence that's what we're talking about. That's the value for purpose, because remember, your purpose is bigger than you, and life is bigger. Here's the thing that I need you to understand. Purpose is all about fulfillment of God's plan, and the purpose and the plan is all about what God designed to be and to happen. And God is all about life. So purpose is all about life. So purpose is all about fulfilling the life and being alive and being fruitful and being extending and growing and touching so many lives. Like I always say, that the reason why I do things like this on this show is to touch as much as many lives I can touch in life, or in my days of living, or in my journey of life. Because now, if you do not do that, then your purpose becomes not the right thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? It loses its value, it loses its corners. You lose the corners of yourself, and you lose the corners of your existence as a person. We're not just born to live and pay debts and become trouble and all those things and suffer and die. You are born for greatness, you are born for purpose. That is why I always say in these shows that it's important for you to find that purpose if you haven't found it. And if you found it, understand it, break it down for yourself, and make sure that you pray about it, or you ask God's wisdom and all those things, and God's guidance to guide you in terms of understanding this purpose, because it has to link with value, it has to add value in life. At the end of the day, wherever you are, in the spaces that you're in the workplace that you're in before even workplace, in your household, in your family, in your relatives, in your inner circle, in your neighborhood, in your friend zone, and all those things at work, in the society organizations that you're in, you need to add value. You need to be a purpose. So if I'm at church, if somebody from church is being asked, who is Ukabavovo, what does it stand for? He should say the same thing as a person that will be asked at work, as the same person that will be asked in my neighbor, as my wife will explain me, as my son will explain me. This is what we're talking about this morning. Value for purpose. Purpose of not losing your core self, and of not changing gears, and of not changing yourself, and staying stable. Like the verse, remember when we read the verse as we begin the show, I said underline that word that says immovable. This is a show, Ivo Vatoka, I'm your boy Kabavovo, aka Ivo Veliche, the big G at Kubela. So we're going to try now and get a hold of this sister of mine, and just hear her views in terms of what you're talking about, value for purpose, in terms of what made her not to change, even though that she have achieved what she have achieved, and she have grown what she have grown, the way that she have grown. And then from then, I'm just going to mention five points or 5 things, and then we're going to put this show into rest, and I'm going to leave you into your Sunday, and you can carry on and doing whatever it is that you're planning to do this morning. By the way, if you were in church or you're going to church, I hope you had a blessed Sunday, and the service was great, and you feel, revived, and you can conquer the world, and then you worship God, and you were in touch with your inner self in terms of spirit side of things. And if you are still on your way to church, drive safe and be safe, and do enjoy your church service. But then if you didn't go, I hope you did say some prayer when you woke up, because prayer is the great thing. You saw this week, I posted something and I said, the way that you begin your day, it's important. It starts even with a simple thing like the cup of coffee or a cup that you're using to drink coffee or to drink whatever it is that you're drinking. So it is important how you start your day. It is important because the way that you start your day sets up the mood of the day. Hence, every time I start the show, I start with a verse to set up the mood, because this is the core belief and this is the system that I believe in the word of the Creator and in the word of God that made us. So we're gonna get in touch with the lady, my sister, that I respect and honor dearly, and from then we're gonna put this show to rest. Don't go anywhere. I am your boy Kabavovo. Stay right where you are. Now we're gonna be joined by my sister that I was telling you about, Ucindy, coming live from Spain. Gabiam, welcome to the show. Welcome to Ivovo Talk. Thank you so much for awarding us your time. I know it's still early in the morning and but thank you so much for your time. It really means a lot to us. So tell us, how do you, because this morning on the show Ivovo Talk, we're talking about value for purpose. So in ekwazini bami sakusha amaphepha, lawa amanye ama-tender and all those things and stuff like that, sapatanisa sincenga senzani, up until now, now you are busy with your PhD in Spain, from all the way in Canada till Spain, that's greatness right there. So big up to you, my sister. So how did you stay humble? How did you stay the way that you are? How did you manage to not being influenced or being changed by the greatness? So tell us about that.
To hear from you. What's up?
Welcome.
I'll say interview and then say celeb. Okay, basically being true to yourself, it's a simple thing. It means you are living for yourself, not to please anyone else but to yourself. And I thank God that I'm in that space now. Whatever that I've achieved so far, I'm very proud of myself. You know exactly where I'm coming from when I started my business, when I've been there, But at the end of the day, I wanted from a very young age. I had a dream of having an international qualification. It didn't happen then, when I was still young, but it was always something that I had wished for. And then, like they say, when the time is right, you will always get what you want, no matter what. So never was shocked and surprised. 2018, I moved to France. I got a scholarship. I moved to France, and from France I moved to Spain in my international MBA. And I thank God ukuthi through all the hardships, especially as 2020, I managed to graduate. As for a PhD, honestly, I did not even, it was not something that I so wanted to do, like the internet. Puti, thanks for the phone call. I really do appreciate it. Sihlale sikhuluma mina nawe, but namhlanje you caught me off guard. So I'm an interviewer. To answer your question, being true to yourself simply means you are content with who you are. You don't live to impress others. So I think that's the space I'm at now. I'm a grown up. I can confirm that. I can gladly confirm that. Not coming here actually has helped me to grow. Not that I was growing in South Africa, but I needed a space like this to be away from you guys, people that I know, to be away from my family and everybody else, just to find myself as well. Most importantly, to accomplish my goals, which was to acquire an international MBA. And I thank God that against all odds, Anglo 2020, I was able to accomplish that goal, and I've recently graduated in July, and I'm grateful to the Almighty. Now I'm currently doing my PhD. I'm currently doing my PhD with one of the institutions in the US. My aim, I did not want to instantly do a PhD immediately after completing my MBA, because I felt I needed space to refresh and just to get to know myself better and not rush into things. Not that I thought I'm not capable to do a PhD. I applied in one of the institutions in Barcelona. It's an American institution. They called me for an interview early this year in February, and I passed it. So the next step was for me to actually write a GMAT or a GRE test, which I did. But after that interview, I was with my daughter during the interview, and when we left there, she said to me, "Mommy, as much as they are promising here, but don't you think you need to go to another country and experience a new life? You've got what it takes. Why are you only looking at this institution? Why are you only looking at Spain?" I said, "No, I love Spain," which is true. I really love the place. Spain is calm. Remember when I left South Africa, I went to France, where I did not even find joy, etc. But yeah. Then she Googled for me, and one of the top schools was the current institution where I've been accepted to do my PhD. And I'm doing all what rural girls do. I never thought today I would be sitting here having this interview, or not to mention even having acquired an international degree. I thank my parents, my daughter, as well my uncle who passed on last month. I'm still mourning him. He was one of the parents that I was left with. May his soul rest in peace. And I thank you guys, people like you who had always motivated me, who had always shown me support, who have loved me unconditionally. Yeah. And thank you, Buti, for giving me this opportunity to talk about this. I just, honestly, when you called me, I just thought this was just a normal call where we're going to talk about the mahla yethu nemisangano yethu. But ngiyabonga kwi-Cover Vovo Productions for the interview and featuring me. Yes, thank you very much, my brother. I hope I had made an impact and I've answered your question correctly. And some people would be inspired by this story and then do even better than me. because what I've learned in life is that the sky is the limit. It doesn't matter where you come from. If you believe in yourself, you can whatever you want to do, irrespective of your situation, whether you have money or you don't have. But if you believe in yourself, you really just have to work hard, be committed, and be passionate about what you do, because passion also drives you. I remember at some stage, when you are studying, there will be times whereby you will be down, you will be pressured, you have to submit those assignments, you have to write those exams, you are away from home, we are in an international platform where the only people, there's no one that you're only meeting friends that are coming from different places, but you sharing just one goal to achieve what you're here to achieve. And all that I can say is I thank the Almighty, and I also thank myself, because if it wasn't for the courage that I have and the drive and the love for education, I wouldn't be here. Yeah, thank you, Buddha.
Thank you so much for your time, my sister. Being a little lapo, and I hope you're good, and do stay blessed, and we really appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time and awarding your time in this show, Evo Talk. Buffet to me as well, that was the great businesswoman, the great student, the great mother, the single mother, actually. To all those single mothers out there, it is just to show you that you can make it. If abantu abafana nabo Cindy can make it, can study, can be a businesswoman, can achieve the greatness, can do all these things that they've done, you as well as a single mother, you can do that. Because most of the time we hear people saying, hey man, I'm a single mother and all those things I cannot do, what. It's all your choice and fate. As long as you believe in yourself and believe in your greatness and your future, you can make it. Thank you so much. Let's carry on with the show. And now we're gonna have a call session with one of my brothers and one of my great men, Ogama. Will be joining us live, not live. Will be joining us on the phone as we take calls in this show of Evo Talk. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with that call, and we're gonna wrap up this show. And nine son, is called. Okay, now we are joined online by Ogama, a very successful businessman, and the guy that I've known while you are still pushing, hustling, and then you have made it now in life. So we just wanna find out how did he make it. Nomzan, Bab. Welcome to Evo Talk, Baba. This is
it's good to be here.
So basically today on this show we're talking about value for purpose. Yeah, but so I mean, like from the days that I've known you, I saw you grow. Like it's amazing, and it's inspiring, each and every time I see the things that you have done. It's like it wants me to not sleep actually, and to work more harder and push. So what I want to know is how did you maintain that momentum of greatness and hustling And more and above everything is I've never seen you different from the time that I've met you till now. You're still the humble guy, and you're still the same. So how do you maintain that? Because the challenge that we have when it comes to greatness and success, when people succeed in life, they change, from what they were, and then now and they don't know other people.
Yeah. Hey, my man, all I could say is, firstly, I appreciate the invite, and I appreciate the opportunity, just to give a little bit of a background with the little I know, as what I've done, in the journey within the business sector.
Sure.
So, my man, firstly, look, it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy. Unfortunately, we're doing business in an era where there's a lot of political influence.
Sure.
There's a lot of especially white monopoly. Very real. Corruption and favoritism and the rest.
Mm-hmm.
But one, I could say, look, it's the grace of God.
Sure.
Number one. I really sometimes, when I speak to my parents, I give them props in terms of them introducing me to Christ.
Sure.
Because remember, when we're young, our subconscious minds are completely hollow. You understand? For instance, if you were taken as to China, you'd probably be speaking Chinese now fluently.
Exactly.
You can count. You understand? So, as I say, the greatest thing that my folks, have done for me is introduce me to Christ at a very early age, to a point where now I decided to accept the religion and the belief that God is real, followed by the principles of the word and the understanding of faith. You understand?
Sure.
So I think that is sort of like an umbrella which will guide you in all the different aspects of life in general. Even when you're successful or deemed, well, I'm not even close to where I want to be, but if you're deemed to be at a level where you can afford certain things and you're living, just above the poverty line, when you understand that, you'll understand what it comes with being down to earth, being humble, because another thing, you have to respect people.
Sure.
Now, you can only respect people when you understand that Christ lives inside people.
Exactly.
Because in our language, you know,
exactly.
Which basically translates to a heart is actually more dangerous than witchcraft. It's something that is true, and of which I really don't take I don't take it lightly. Because if you really upset somebody, somehow I feel you actually upsetting Christ himself.
Sure.
Because Christ does not live in the sky. You understand? He
lives
actually
in a person.
lives in people.
Exactly.
It's unfortunate that the white people actually got us believing, even when we pray, you lift up your hands and then you look to the skies, which is, I feel, it's totally incorrect. You understand? Because he's not vertical, he's actually horizontal. And with the horizon, that is where people are.
Exactly.
And Christ lives within the hearts of every single human being on earth. And while I say this, you know, I'm actually reminded by what my girlfriend used to be frustrated about. You know, I'm the kind of person who has even befriended security guards, and she will never understand this from the situation where they sometimes just come and knock and ask my woman, you know, for 5 minutes, who will take bed to say, can we just have him, Jay, for 5 minutes? You know, just for me to educate and for me to share, you know, especially the experiences from the journeys that I've traveled.
Because you know, like talking about that.
Yeah. So number one, yeah.
You know, talking about that is like what I said earlier on is that the purpose, you know, like value for purpose. Your purpose in life is not only about you, you know, it's fulfilling God's plan, you know, and sometimes God's plan is you impacting other people's lives, because remember, God doesn't do things for himself, but he uses people to empower and help other people, you know. So that is very important.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's highly imperative.
And then,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I'm still with you. And then tell me, in terms of
Yeah, no, it just keeps cutting.
Yeah, sorry about that. In terms of you know, like obviously there are people that you have helped that never appreciated you and never appreciate the help that you've given them, but you still stay true into the corners of you and into who you are, and you never changed from the negativity that came out of your good doing. How do you do that? Because you know, people easily get demotivated by such things, you know, because some people, when they do things, it's like they want to be praised and they want to be worshipped and all those things.
Yeah, no, I get that, but you know how it happens. It's unfortunate how we wired as individuals. Because, for instance, how you maintain that, it comes with an understanding of what happens in life, basically, and what happens in a person's mind. I've always seen this thing. If you actually think about it, think about the people that you've helped. You know, those people that you've helped, they would never appreciate you. But the reason why they don't, is because I think they feel that you are entitled to help. You get what I'm saying? And now look at the people that treat them badly, and look at their approach. Look at their approach to those people that actually treat them worse and don't even help them.
I get you.
That manner that you never understand. But the people that you help, you understand, they actually treat you with so much negativity. But at the end of the day, please feel that it's of the enemy's work.
Yeah, that's true.
Because here's a principle. Here's a principle. The principle says, if you give, the hand that gives shall receive.
Sure.
That in a double portion, basically. But obviously, then the enemy doesn't want that.
Wow, that's power.
So
Hello, I'm still here.
Yeah. I'm saying it's one of the principles that will open your doors as a human being of this planet.
Sure.
Regardless of religion, regardless of culture, regardless of race, it is a core principle that when you give and when you help, you shall receive in return. Okay? So the enemy, I feel the enemy always fights that. Always fights that and makes sure that the people that you help, they feel a sense of entitlement. As if you are their father. Trying to help them because you've done it before. So, and they also treat you with negativity. But hence I say it comes with an understanding of the principles. Because the minute you shut your own doors,
No, I get you.
you understand? The minute you take offense, it's the minute you stop accepting this core fundamental. And then in that minute, that is when your doors stop actually opening. Whenever you knock, whichever door you knock, shall not be opened. Not because God doesn't love you, because you also don't exercise the core fundamental principles that He has set out for this world.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, my brother, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. I hope people had, and and I hope God allowing when I have time and we'll be able to be live, sit together and and discuss this thing further. But thank you so much for your time, my brother.
No, not a problem. Thanks a lot, my brother.
Okay, cheers.
All right, cheers.
It's about to you still tuning in into Ivava Talk. This is your boy Kabavovo, aka Vavelisha, the big G at Kobela. Thank you so much for tuning in, and your time is much appreciated, and I do believe in you. Thank you so much for my sister Usindi that we just spoke to her now in Spain. I really appreciate you, my sister, for making time this morning. This is what's so nice about having good relationship or relations with people, because even the time frame is different from where we are and where she is, a bit different. So but she awarded us her time. Thank you so much to my brother as well, Ugama, for kind words and for powerful words. Uzizwele, if ungazwanga and you didn't learn anything, then I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna do most of these things in this show because greatness. This show, remember, is all about greatness, and greatness is not about Kabavovo, and greatness is not all about Kabavovo, or not only about the topics that Kabavovo talk about. There are so many people that are great out there. Some are in the medical sector, some are professors, some that's why I always thank God for the relationships and the relations that I have, because you see, this is the importance of what you're talking about this morning, of value of purpose. That if you keep to yourself and stay humble, like my brother Ugama was saying, it's important, because people uzothanda bantu, and you're gonna be, build good relationship with people, and you're gonna have that great connection with people. Without any waste of time, as we're pushing time, and we're gonna put this show to rest. There are 5 things that I want to leave you with as we close in the show, being Sunday morning, the 29th of November 2020. Number 1, V for validation. Validation of self. As we're talking about this value for purpose, it is very, very important. One of the things that is going to make you not to change, which are looking merry-go-round and all those things, is to believe in yourself, believe in God, believe on what you are made of, and validate yourself. Because one of the things, I've done this in one of the shows in my early beginning of this channel, one of the things that kills people is they wait for people to validate them. And when people validate you, and other people will validate you differently, but when you validate yourself, it's going to be good, because how you validate yourself, you validate yourself based on the word of God, based on what God has planned for you. So if you connect to the purpose and the plan of God, and your validations of yourself are going to be linked to that, and whatever people say or do is not going to change you. Number 2, authenticity of self is very, very important for you to stay authentic in whatever that you do. Be authentic in your sayings, be authentic in your treating people, in your behaviors, in your lifestyle, in your momentum, in your pushing for greatness. Be authentic, because if you lose that, you're going to lose the corners of you. Because this show today is about value of purpose, saying stay true to yourself, stay true to your belief, and do not allow people and things and situations to change you. The third one, as we pushing time and wrapping up, L for luminary. Wow, actually I just learned this word not so long ago. But be luminary, be the person that inspires other people. You know, people like Abo Cindy, people like Abo Gama, it is very, very important to do things like that. You know, be great, grow, and inspire other people, influence other people. I like what Gama said earlier on, good thing. He even spend time with people like, I'm a security guard, who are deemed or regarded as at a very low level of whatever. Don't treat people like that, because tomorrow you don't know what is going to happen. So be the kind of person that influence. Be the God on earth. You know, let God be the vessel of God on earth. I don't wanna go further in that, because I'm going to sound like I'm preaching, but this is just a over talk. We're just chilling and talking on this show. So luminary, be inspiring, and being an influential person. The last 2 points, and we're going to wrap up the show. Utterance, power, the power of utterance. You see, as you grow in greatness, as you grow the value of your purpose, what you utter with your words, what you confess to yourself, what you say you are what you are. If you say you're a loser, then you're going to be a loser. If you say you're a winner, then you're going to be a winner. If you say you're great and you believe in that, you're going to be that. Some of the keys that we struggle with, I feel sorry sometimes for our teacher, because they are dealing with the things as Moshe Emakaya Mazali. So the parents utters negative things to their kids, and when their kids don't succeed and don't make it in life, it becomes like, wow, what happened, you know? Whereas they were uttering things that are negative into their kids. So utter the correct words to your life, to your kids, to your surrounding, to your future, as you are building into your greatness. The very last one, edification, is the key. Keep on building, keep on growing, and keep on building yourself, and keep on building other people. This is where we come to end up this show of today, Eve Over Talk, on this show, Kabavovo YouTube channel. I hope you learned something, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. We're going to have more and more of this type of sessions to bring other people, to have other, lessons and other growth. So have a beautiful Sunday, and have a lovely week as we begin December. Happy December to you. I will see you next Sunday, as we are starting on the very first week of December. It's going to be a couple of shows in December, and I'm going to take a break, and I will see you on the next year, when God have still keeping me alive. Thank you so much, Bafetu. That was your boy Kabavovo, aka Vavelihle, the big Jet Gubela. It was Evo Talk on Kabavovo YouTube channel. We were talking about value for purpose. I hope you enjoyed the show, and you did enjoy the views and our guest that we had today. Once again, thank you so much to my sister Usindi, and thank you so much to my brother, the great man Ugama, for joining us this morning, being the 29th of November 2020 on this show, Eve of a Talk. I hope you enjoyed it and it did do something in you. Go out there, become great. Like I always say, Bafetu, at the end of the show, please do click like and please do share and please do subscribe. Bafetu. Subscriptions are free, they don't cost you anything. So please, if you have any comments and any suggestions, please do drop them down here on the comment section. And then if there's any other thing or any other topic that is burning you and that you would like us to talk about on this show, Eve of a Talk, you can drop your comment down below, and I will listen, I'll read those comments and I'll attend to it. You can also find me on Facebook, as I am Ukabavovo on Facebook as well, and you can also find me on Instagram as Ukabavovo as well. So if you want to follow me there or check me out there, you can check me out there. Or if you want to leave me a message and a messenger on Facebook, you can leave me a message there as Ukabavovo. You'll find me there. Other than that, you can always check me out on this show, on this channel, Ukabavovo YouTube channel, on this show, Eve of a Talk. The show where we talk about everything that matters, the show that is all about you. We believe in you and we believe in your greatness. Have a blessed Sunday, have a blessed day, and have a blessed week ahead as we begin the first week of December. This coming week, Sizabe City, get December, boss. Take care of yourself, be good to yourself, and believe in yourself, and do great, and go out there and do great. All the time. I'm out. Cheers. Peace.